Have you ever wondered why, despite all your hard work, your bank balance stays flat and it feels like money is just slipping through your fingers? The problem isn't how much you make, it's the lack of systems to protect your capital and your time. This video will solve the problem of invisible spending and low efficiency that's stalling your financial growth. I'm going to show you step by step how to implement three key mechanisms: the financial x ray to regain control of your cash flow, laser efficiency to focus on real profit, and the psychological fuse to stop impulsive losses. You will learn exactly how to track down micro leaks in your budget, how to identify tasks with the highest profit potential, and how to take the emotion out of shopping. Hi, I am James. On this channel, I talk about how to make money. If you're interested in this content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and stay tuned. Most people suffer from financial blindness. We understand big costs like rent or car payments, but we completely ignore the small stuff. The problem is that these small recurring amounts create the biggest hole in your budget over a year. For example, a daily coffee out for $5 is over $1,800 a year spent on a whim. The financial X-ray method is about recording every single transaction, no matter how small. It's not about forced frugality, it's about gathering hard data. How it works. For 30 days, write down every expense in an app or a notebook immediately after paying. The benefits. You gain total awareness. When you see in black and white that your subscriptions and snacks cost as much as a car payment, your brain will naturally start looking for ways to save. This is the first step toward having capital to invest. A common mistake is confusing being busy with making money. You can work 12 hours a day answering emails and cleaning your desk, but if you don't complete key tasks, your income won't grow. This is the classic trap of low-value activities. The MIT, most important thing, method is based on the Pareto principle. 20% of your actions generate 80% of your income. How it works. Every morning, before you open social media, pick the one most important task with the highest earning potential. This is your MIT. Do it first while your focus is at its peak. The benefits. Instead of scattering your energy, you strike with precision. This leads to real progress in your business and career, translating directly into higher earnings because your work becomes more valuable to the market. Modern marketing is designed to trigger a sudden dopamine hit and force you to buy here and now. The problem is, emotional shopping is the fastest route to financial stagnation. We buy things we don't need to satisfy a temporary craving. The psychological fuse creates an artificial time barrier. How it works. If you feel the urge to buy something that isn't a basic necessity, you must wait exactly 24 hours before clicking pay. The benefits. After a day, the emotions settle and logic takes over. In most cases, you'll realize you don't actually need the item. This keeps cash in your pocket to build assets instead of clutter. Most people stop at step 3, happy that their spending is down. But if you do this one extra thing, you'll get on the fast track to wealth. I have a trick that very few people know, which makes your savings work automatically. Use the temptation tax. Every time the 24-hour rule stops you from buying something, say a $200 gadget, transfer that exact amount immediately to a separate investment account. Most people just leave that money in their checking account and eventually spend it on something else. This mechanism physically moves your win over temptation into a growth zone. It turns unnecessary consumerism into real capital. Let's recap what you need to do to make your wallet grow. First, launch the financial X-ray. Track every expense for a month to find the leaks. Second, implement laser efficiency. Do your one MIT task every single morning. And third, activate the psychological fuse. Always wait 24 hours before unplanned purchases. These three habits are the foundation that separates people who are perpetually broke from those who systematically build wealth. They only require discipline, not expert knowledge. I have a request. Drop a comment below with one specific thing you're going to change in your routine tomorrow morning. Will it be your first entry in an expense log or defining your MIT task? Let me know what you think about these methods.